Listen up, America. I'm about to break this down, right? Anything cruel or inhumane that was done to black people in America from the time of slavery to this very day, 97% of the time it was done at the hands of Democrats. Walk with me on this journey. Let's go. 1857, Seneca Village. If you don't know what Seneca Village is, it was an all-black community that was destroyed through eminent domain from a Democrat. Right here, Fernando Wood. Thanks to him, Seneca Village was seized from the propaganda he was pushing. He pushed a heavy smear campaign to justify the eviction of roughly 225 residents, mostly free black Americans and Irish immigrants. Local newspapers and politicians labeled the thriving community a shanty town and its residents as squatters or scoundrels. Next, knowing slavery, 98% of the slave owners was Democrat donkeys. Yes, in the lead up to the Civil War, the vast majority of Southern slave owners were affiliated with the Democratic Party. We already know that. Moving right along, 1859, and here come the infamous John Brown trying to save the black slaves. The first person ever executed for treason in the U.S. was put to death for freeing enslaved people. Let me repeat that. The first person ever executed for treason in the U.S. was put to death for freeing enslaved people. A white man was the first person executed in the U.S. for trying to save us. And he was killed by Democrats. Political climate at the time, the Democratic Party was the dominant political force in the South and largely supported the preservation of slavery. Southern Democrats frequently blamed the Black Republican Party for inciting Brown's raid, though Republican leaders like Abraham Lincoln condemned Brown's violent method. Let's move on. Picture right here, the Southern Democrats hanging him, right? He was probably one of the first, but he damn sure wasn't one of the last white people who put their neck on a fucking line for us, literally. One of the young black men that went on a mission with John Brown to try to free the slaves. Louis Sheridan Leary, man. He died in that situation too. 1863, we know this is when Lincoln freed the slaves. He said, whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. They never show you the letters he wrote about how he really felt about slavery. But anyway, 1865, the Democrats refused to let go their slaves. And now, you know, the Juneteenth, 1860, the delay in enforcing the Emancipation Proclamation, 1863 meant many enslaved people in Texas, for example, were not informed on their freedom until Juneteenth, which black people celebrate that the Democrat donkeys held them for 2 more years in slavery. Donkeys. 65, the slaves is free from the Democrat donkeys, and General William T. Sherman, he comes with the field order number 15 to give the free slaves their 40 acres and a mule, which was done. Signed, sealed, delivered. They already had started getting the land. 400,000 acres of confiscated Confederate coastal land in South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida to be